Welcome to Legend Story. I'm your name, and today we re-diving deep into one of the most important performances in film history and why it remains urgently relevant in our world today. In 1993, a film changed cinema forever. Directed by Steven Spielberg and anchored by a performance of quiet power and moral complexity, Schindler's List wasn't just a movie, it was a reckoning. And at its heart stood Liam Neeson, in a role that would define his career and earn him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. But more than 30 years later, why does Schindler's List still matter? Why does Oskar Schindler's story and Neeson's portrayal of him continue to resonate in classrooms, living rooms, and our collective conscience? Before Schindler's List, Liam Neeson was respected, but not yet a household name. Born in Northern Ireland in 1952, he began as a stage actor, known for Shakespearean roles and physical presence. He played Michael Collins, starred in Excalibur, and held his own opposite share in Suspect. But nothing prepared audiences, or Neeson himself, for Oskar Schindler. Steven Spielberg didn't cast a big Hollywood star. He wanted someone who could embody contradiction, charm and guilt, opportunism and redemption, vanity and humanity. Neeson, at 41, was relatively unknown in mainstream American cinema. But Spielberg saw something deeper. In Neeson's own words, "I didn't think I was right for the part. I'm not German, I'm not even Catholic." But Steven said, "I don't want a German. I want a man who can show transformation." To prepare, Neeson met survivors saved by Schindler, people on Schindler's List. He studied hours of testimony. He visited Auschwitz. He didn't just play Schindler. He tried to understand the weight of saving over 100 lives while the world looked away. Neeson's Schindler isn't a saint. He's a flawed man who becomes heroic. And that's what makes the performance so powerful. Early in the film, Schindler is a war profiteer. He wears fine suits, throws lavish parties, flirts with secretaries, and sees Jewish workers as cheap labor. Neeson plays him with swagger, smirking, confident, almost careless. But then, the turning point. The Krakow ghetto liquidation scene. Schindler watches from a hilltop as chaos erupts below. And in Neeson's eyes, without a single word, we see the moment his conscience awakens. That look, it's horror, it's guilt. It's the birth of empathy. From there, Schindler's transformation is gradual, not sudden. He bribes officers, he lies, he risks everything. And Neeson portrays this shift with remarkable restraint. No grand speeches, just quiet determination, growing desperation, and profound sorrow. The film's climax, the "I could have got more" scene, is one of the most devastating in cinema history. Schindler breaks down, sobbing, "I could have got more out. This car, 10 people. This pin, 2 people." Neeson doesn't overplay it. His voice cracks, his hands tremble. He's not asking for forgiveness. He's mourning the lives he couldn't save. It's raw, it's human, and it's unforgettable. So why does Schindler's List still matter in 2024? Because history is repeating itself. In recent years, we've seen a disturbing rise in anti-Semitism worldwide, from synagogues vandalized in Europe to swastikas spray-painted in American schools. Holocaust denial is spreading online, and genocides continue in places like Darfur, Myanmar, and Gaza. Spielberg made this film not just to remember, but to warn. He founded the USC Shoah Foundation after filming, collecting over 55,000 testimonies from survivors. His goal? To ensure that "never again" isn't just a slogan, but a promise. And Liam Neeson's performance is central to that mission. Schindler wasn't born a hero. He chose to act. And that's the film's most urgent message. Ordinary people can make extraordinary moral choices. In a world of bystanders, Schindler became an upstander. And Neeson makes us believe it's possible, even for us. Educators still use Schindler's List in classrooms because it personalizes history. It turns statistics into faces, names, stories. The little girl in the red coat? She is not just a symbol. She is a reminder that every life lost was someone's child. As Neeson said in a 2018 interview, "This film isn't entertainment, it's a duty. And if it makes people uncomfortable, good. It should." Liam Neeson didn't win the Oscar that year, Tom Hanks did for Philadelphia. But in many ways, Neeson's performance transcended awards. It redefined what he could do as an actor. It gave him gravitas that carried into roles like Michael Collins, Kinsey, and even Taken, where his character's moral code echoes Schindler's protective instinct. More importantly, it tied his legacy to remembrance. Every time Neeson speaks about the Holocaust, every time he honors survivors, he keeps Schindler's mission alive. And through this film, millions who never met a survivor have felt their pain and their hope. Spielberg once said, "There are no survivors in my family, but because of Schindler, there are survivors in other families." And that's everything. Schindler's List isn't just a great film, it's a moral compass, and Liam Neeson's performance is its beating heart. In a time when empathy feels in short supply, this story reminds us, one person can change the course of history. If you found this video meaningful, please like, subscribe, and share it, especially with someone who hasn't seen the film. Let's keep the conversation alive. This is Legend Story, where cinema meets conscience. I'll see you in the next chapter.